There's a company the Miami Valley can count on to shed light on new ways to conserve, to help empower our region, to help take the first steps into the future. Our rebates on new air conditioners and heat pumps, discounts on CFLs, and free refrigerator recycling are just a few ways you can save both money and energy. Tomorrow starts today with DP&L.
Having fun at the supermarket is one thing. Making time to do it is another. That's why Dr. Sears suggests Step 9. Add a whole food-based supplement to the family diet.
There's no substitute for just wholesome, real, whole foods. The fact is, children have erratic eating habits, and we don't live in an ideal world.
That's why Dr. Sears recommends Juice Plus to his patients.
The difference about Juice Plus is from 17 different fruits and vegetables, all conveniently packaged in a little capsule. Many vitamins, many minerals, and many phytonutrients, all those acting together. Even though Juice Plus comes in a capsule and could be perceived as a pill, it really belongs in the skills model because Juice Plus helps the body muster up its own internal medicine. The fruits and vegetables in Juice Plus are natural phytos, those phytonutrients we talk about, the immune boosters. Juice Plus is like an insurance policy to make sure you get the necessary or optimal level of all these immune boosters. I found out about Juice Plus through my wife. I was recovering from colon cancer. And one night after chemotherapy and radiation, I sat down at the table and my wife shows me these 4 little capsules, 2 pink and 2 green. I said, Martha, what are these? And she said, never mind, just take them. So I simply took them. But being a doctor, I said, I got to find out what's in these capsules. So I started studying about Juice Plus. And I looked at the science of Juice Plus, reputable journals showing how much healthier people are after taking Juice Plus. And then I thought, if it helps me, I want my whole family to take it. And then I started using it in our pediatric practice, and I noticed the health differences. One of the things that impressed me about Juice Plus is how well researched it is. Many companies spend a lot on advertising and not very much on basic research. Juice Plus was just the opposite. Little on advertising, a lot on research. As a doctor, that impressed me. And what really impressed me is the effects I've seen in my pediatric practice. I would take children who were sick all the time, who had terrible eating habits, and put them on Juice Plus, and then moms would come in maybe a year later and say, the reason, Dr. Bill, you haven't seen us so often is because my child is so much healthier after taking Juice Plus. Parents would say, you know, Dr. Bill, something surprisingly happened. When my child started taking Juice Plus, my child would eat more fruits and vegetables. I said, wow, that's interesting. So back to the books. Why? I was curious. Why would children willingly eat more fruits and vegetables after taking Juice Plus? And I found it's the old concept of metabolic programming. It's like you're giving the child all these fruits and vegetables, and the body says, wow, that's good for me. Give me more.
Western Ohio Graphics is a full-service commercial printing, advertising, and fulfillment company. From concept to delivery, we can provide over 800,000 in printable advertising specialty products and over 100,000 non-printed products. We can also print full-color banners, posters, and large format signage to meet your specific needs. Call Western Ohio Graphics today at 937-335-8769. Your quality printing source for tangible media.
Hello and welcome to Dock Stadium for tonight's match between the Harrisburg City Islanders and your Dayton Dutch Lions. Tonight's starters for the Harrisburg City Islanders are, in goal, number 1, Nick Noble. On defense, number 2, Richie Marquez. On defense, number 4, Cody Andrews. At forward, number 5, Jameel Hardware. At midfield, number 7, Jan Ekra. At midfield, number 8, Jose Barrio. At forward, number 9, Garrett Pettis. At forward, number 15, Morgan Langley. At forward, number 18, Jimmy McLaughlin. On defense, number 20, Neil Schaefer. And at midfield, number 25, Robbie Dershang. The Islanders are coached by Bill Beecher. And tonight, the starters for your Dayton Dutch Lions are, in goal, number 30, Matt Williams. At midfield, number 4, Matt Walker. At midfield, number 6, Sebastian Tourier. At midfield, number 8, Joe DeLoss. At midfield, number 9, David Clemens. Also at midfield, number 11, Eric Kissinger. At forward, number 14, Joshua Chris. At defense, number 16, Brock Granger. Also on defense, number 19, Ross Friedman. At forward, number 23, Joe Brookhuizen. And on defense, number 31, Matthew Wyatt. The Dutch Lions are coached by Jack Hermans and Catherine Gordon. The officials for tonight's match are center referee Trey Gaither.
Yeah.
Assistant referee 1, Myron Chandrakantan. Assistant referee 2, Andy Milby. And fourth referee, Ryan Rafe. Now would you please stand, remove your caps, and join us in honoring our country and those who serve it with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, singing our anthem is Katie Granada, from a junior from Centerville High School, a member of the a cappella group Forte.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Katie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to USL Pro Soccer for Saturday night, August 2nd. And it's Doug Palomacki along with Andy Brewer at Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium. We're all set for the Dayton Dutch Lions. They will be hosting the Harrisburg City Islanders, a rematch of a game that these teams just met 3 weeks ago here at Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium, with the Islanders taking home the 3-1 victory that night. Andy, we've turned the page into August and a new month and a lot of changes since we last spoke.
There have been, yes. I mean, as I say, it's deja vu all over again. Here we are with Harrisburg, but the Lions with some changes. Most notably, the manager has switched out. Sid Van Drunen concentrating now with the academy and the academy teams. The Dutch Lions have a very impressive academy here in Dayton. Do a lot of work with the kids, and that they have several coaches, several different year groups of kids that do that. And Sid is going to concentrate doing controlling that organization, that setup now. So we wish Sid all the best from there, as did the Orange Legion on a big banner earlier.
Absolutely.
But that means we have Jack Hermans and Catherine Gordon taking the reins today.
Longtime coach of Xavier University, Jack Hermans. He's been with the Dayton Dutch Lions since day one in an assistant coaching role. Tonight he will be, he's taken over as interim head coach, and from what I understand, not going to be a long tenure as the head coach. So we would expect probably news to happen pretty soon, maybe possibly within the next week, where a full-time head coach will be named. We're about ready to kick off here, so Andy, if you want to run through our starting lineups.
Yes, sir. So for the visitors, in goal, Nick Noble, number 1. Four-man defense, Neil Schaefer. Cody Andrews, number 4. Marquez, number 2. Boehner, number 16. In midfield, we have Ekra, number 7. Burrill, number 8. Hardware, number 5. Deshang, number 25. And up front, number 15, Langley, and number 9, Pettis. The Lions, who we've been promised will be a little more aggressive in their attack tonight. In goal, number 30, Matt Williams. In defense, Ross Friedman, number 19. Brock Granger, number 16. Matty Wyatt, number 31. And a slight change here, David Clemens, number 9, filling in. I understand that Shane's been given some time off. In midfield, we have the captain, Joel DeLass, number 8. Sebastian Turrier in the center, number 6. And Matt Walker, number 4. And here's some of the changes. Up front, we have Eric Kissinger, number 11, should be out wide. We have Cruyff on the other side at 14. And in the middle, Big Joe Brookhausen, number 23, will be playing.
First minute of play as we are just underway. Harrisburg City, the road team in the blue tops, white shorts, red socks. They'll be going from right to left across your screen. Dayton Dutch Lions in their traditional orange. This evening, rounding out the kit with blue shorts, blue socks. And as Andy mentioned, we're going through the lineups, a few changes than what we have normally seen on the Dutch Lions side. We'll get a little deeper into that as the evening progresses. Dutch Lions with the throw into Brookhausen. Tries to flick it on to Matty Walker. Harrisburg City now will control that. Schaefer popping a ball up towards the bench. Now it pops loose. Turrier has it. Swings that wide to Cruyff. Corner of the 18. One-timer back to Walker. Walker tries the first-time shot. Doesn't get much on it. Turrier now just outside the 18. Poked away from behind. Sebastian takes a tumble. But we play on. Harrisburg City now with the ball. They will drop that back to the goalkeeper, Nick Noble. Noble will send that long. The last wins the header there. Walker flicks it to Brookhausen, but Brookhausen still coming back from an offside position, and the flag goes up.
Looks like the Lions are pressing a little bit further forward. I think the more aggressive approach would go along with what Jack Hermans was saying, that he was going to go for it tonight on the lineup. You may have noticed on the field, too, we have some yellow lines. The football season is coming fast and furious here for the high schools, so you're going to start seeing some football markings on the field.
No numbers yet, so it's not too intrusive yet, but those are coming because I have a hunch, 3 weeks will be our next home game here, and they will have full football lines in place by then. A little surprising, you and I both commented before the game that the soccer lines are in white and the football lines are in yellow. So
as it should be.
I agree.
And hopefully this will help the line judges with some of their calls too.
Oh, absolutely. From an assistant referee standpoint, the field markings help out a lot, and now you've got a lot more of them to base your decision on. So no excuse to miss the offside tonight, guys. Speaking of referees, your referee tonight is Trey Gaither. Assistant referee on the near side, Myron Chandrakanthan. Seems like a staple here at Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium. Andy Milby's the assistant referee on the far side, and your fourth official tonight is Ryan Rafe. Fourth minute here, just underway at Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium. Harrisburg City, 0. Dayton Dutch Lions, 0. Harrisburg City in a potential playoff spot right now. A bunch of teams grouped together on 24 points, I believe, to start the evening tonight.
There goes Cruyff.
That's a nice ball to Cruyff. Just going to be a bit too far. Noble's going to get there first. But so Harrisburg City, a big win midweek over the LA Galaxy 2. And that I believe, put them in a draw for 8th place right now. So the last and final spot. Brookhausen is offside there as Cruyff slotted him the ball. But Brookhausen just a half step in behind the defense.
Yep, defender saw that, stepped up, caught him offside. Joe's going to have to be a little bit more aware of that, I think, earlier in the game. Used to coming in later on in the game. I think the defender is a little more tired, and the structure kind of breaks down a little bit. But early on, defender's on the ball.
Yeah, right now the playoff line is at 24 points. Orange County has the last spot, and this was printed out before last night's action. But Orange County, Charlotte, Harrisburg, and Charleston all sitting on 24 points. You may have a more recent version there. Actually, there has been some changes. Looks like Charleston up to 25 now, so 25 is the playoff do-or-die line right now. But that could change based upon what happens tonight. Several games going on in USL Pro tonight. We will give you a rundown of those games as we go on. Dutch Lions on the corner. Friedman takes that Granger off his back. It's cleared off the goal line right at the post. The defender was there. Walker gets away with a grab there on Dershing. On Langley. And now the foul is called. I'd like to see a replay there.
So this is where we could have used that goal line technology.
Absolutely. There it comes on the instant replay. That's going to be of the foul.
No,
definitely cleared off the line. I don't think there was any doubt about whether that ball was over the line or not. But I think the crowd may have been appealing for the arm. that might have been used there.
I like Granger attacking the ball at the corner, though. He got it so high he had to turn around and use his back, so he didn't use his arms.
Neil Schaefer with the throw for Harrisburg City. Schaefer gets around now into the 18. Walker, nice second effort there as that ball started to pop free, and Matt Williams scoops that one up. Distribution to the left side. Clemens. A little bit of a giveaway there, and then Clemens takes a knock. Harrisburg City back the other way now. Offside flag will go up there just barely as Pettis was in behind everybody. Pettis, as you and I talked before the game, probably enjoying a trip back to Dayton. He, I believe, scored his only goal of the season 3 weeks ago here as Harrisburg City took home the 3-1 win.
Yes. It still strikes me as odd, though. We talked about this earlier, that we play a team 4 times in the league, and other teams we play once or twice.
Totally unbalanced schedule, which I think you've heard rumors that will change next year as they go to a 2-division format.
Yep, that's what I've been told, that they're looking at breaking into east-west zones, which makes more sense, so you play everybody evenly. I would hate to be the team playing Orlando City 3 or 4 times this year, the streak they've been on.
Yeah, and it's not really like it's going to be easy going in the East next year. You got the likes of Orlando City bringing in their international talent. Richmond has always been solid. So there will still be some challenges increasing the load on those trips down south. Wyatt steps in. Nice tackle there. Clemens, that's a good ball to Cruyff. Cruyff is going to be flagged for the offside as well. Close decision there. Andy, you're nodding your head in agreement, though?
Yep, that was offside, but nice turn by Clemens. Good ball down the line. Cruyff just a little bit too eager, perhaps.
I think for one of the first games ever, you won't hear us complain about the temperature in the booth tonight, but the wind is wreaking havoc on our pregame notes. And there's an own goal. Oh, my goodness.
No, I think that's number 9. I think that was Pettis, actually.
Pettis. Yep. Welcome back to Dayton, Ohio.
Through ball straight down the middle as we look at the Papa John's instant replay. Pettis just outrunning the defenders and flicking it past.
Beat the defender, and Williams didn't come out in time to get it. So 8th minute of play. Harrisburg City Islanders take the lead 1-0. Garrett Pettis with his 2nd goal of the year.
And that strikes similarity to the last time they played here. It was an early goal, kind of set the tone for the game.
I believe it was 4th minute last time around. This time they wait twice as long. Same result, though. Pettis on the goal. Harrisburg City up 1-0.
Terrier now with the ball in the center mid, looking far right. Kissinger making the long run, but won't get there. Noble brings the ball forward. That was a simple ball straight down the middle, a straight foot race, and unfortunately out of the 4 players, the one Harrisburg player was there to get his toe to it.
Well, as I picked the inopportune time to make sure my notes were in order.
You're enjoying that breeze, that's why.
Fans, USLProSoccer.com has scores, stats, news, and more exclusively. You'll find it all on USLProSoccer.com. 10th minute of play, Dayton Dutch Lions find themselves in an early hole once again as they trail 1-0. Harrisburg City with the early goal. Ball shipped back to Williams. He will chip it towards the Dutch Lions bench, intended for Freeman. And Dershing with the steal. Granger now fouled, and he will take the restart for Dayton. Dutch Lions, or the Orange Legion, in full voice this evening. Their enthusiasm not dampened by the early goal scored by Harrisburg City.
Nope. They weren't here last game, if I remember, and it was a little quiet. Good to hear them back.
Terrier, nice ball to the corner. Cruyff. First touch escapes him a little bit. He recovers now at the corner, but knocked clear there by Harrisburg City's Matt Boehner. Terrier to Granger. Granger looking forward. Chips that one. That one's going to be a bit too far. Kind of halfway in between serving that into the 18 or out to the wing.
I think he was aiming for Cruyff just by his body language, but Didn't happen.
Dayton Gracie Foundation and a 5K and soccer shootout that will be.
Jack Herman said they would be more attacking, and just watching there, Granger was actually a third of the way into the other half right there.
Clemens overruns that. They're able to knock it back to Wyatt.
Who passed away from brain cancer in September 2012.
Now back to Williams. Granger will get it and we'll have time. He's got options. Walker checking back in the middle of the field. Instead goes to Friedman. Now Turriere. Here comes a little bit of pressure from Harrisburg City. And a switch of fields, and Wyatt will try his luck down the left side. Clemens wins the throw over near midfield.
In the 5K soccer shootout on August 16th.
Ball pops free to Cruyff. Cruyff and Walker deciding who's going to take that. Nice tackle there as Harrisburg City sticking a foot in. And ball works its way back to Noble. Noble will launch that one long. It's going to be Clemens to win the header for Dayton. Joel DeLass now. Tried to find Brookhuizen, but not at his feet there. Slide there, no call. Looks like Wyatt wanted the call there, but referee Trey Gaither says no, we play on.
Kind of watching Eric Kissinger on this side, seeing him making the run forward, hoping to get the pass, and then having to track back on Schaefer. Those two are going to be tracking each other up and down this sideline.
Brookhuizen chasing there, Marquez. Marquez shields that out of play. Quick restart, Turriere into the 18, tried to find Walker. Knocked clear. Dershing now in front of his own bench. Looks to go forward, he's got a little bit of room. Tries a square ball. It's blocked. DeLass still battling. Kissinger now sticks his foot in there. It's going to be last played by Dayton. Harrisburg City throw. Baril drops it back. Marquez now will send a long ball right side. Intended there down the far side for Boehner. Made that run from his fullback position. Couldn't bring it down and keep it in.
Make sure to follow @USL Pro on Twitter for all
good tackle there. And then as Dayton tried to win it back, they're going to call that foul there on Cruyff. Cruyff certainly not one to shy away from the physical aspect of the game.
No, I was just thinking it was a good tackle to stop him going forward, and then he turned around and fought back for that well, but referee disagreed with me.
Pettis drops it. Akra tries one from long range. It's stone cold blocked there. Kissinger to Walker. Back to Kissinger, just out of his reach. Schaefer, Baril, Turriere, and Kissinger all involved in challenges there. Throw to Pettis. He tried to hit Dershing on that run around him, but then Dayton gives it right back. Langley now, center of the field. Nice tackle there. Langley gets it back. Now we're in the 18. Ball is dropped back. Wyatt drops it to Williams. Now Cruyff. Nice ball to Walker. Or I thought it was to Walker. He tried to play it to himself. DeLass on the slide tackle, knocks it away. Dangerous ball back to Williams. Oh, nice job there. Great composure by Matt Williams.
Maybe playing out of position in goal, huh?
Yeah, perhaps. Well, perhaps they've experimented with the lineup a little bit tonight, so yeah, that could be one for next week. Ball drop back, Harrisburg City. Cody Andrews now has it. Kind of doing a little bit of coaching there. No pressure coming from Dayton right this second.
Sure, what's going on there?
Somebody injured?
I don't see any injuries. The ball flat?
Ball is flat. Apparently they're not going to check the new one, so they both asked for it.
Well, it's interesting. With the ball earlier, one of the players didn't like it, threw it away, and then got a second ball for the throw-in at that time. Saw the fourth official checking the ball, and he was happy with it. And apparently they're having issues with the ball again. Fourth official talking with the bench about that whole incident now.
Down the midfield on DeLass, and he's going to get a talking to from referee Trey Gaither, and it looks like just a talking to as Marquez is, or I'm sorry, Burrell is taken out there. And restart for Harrisburg City. I think that's been a recurring problem also this year. We've had problems with the pressure for our match balls a couple other times this year.
In fact, I remember one time they were complaining because the fourth official popped a couple of the balls with the whatever the caliper or whatever. They were checking the size of the ball.
I will have to teach a session in this off season on all the duties the fourth official is supposed to take care of during the course of the game.
Well, you can tell how far down the ranks I've fallen at my age because we're just happy to have a ball half the time.
Dutch Lions with the ball, trying to get back into this one. Clemens with the ball just a little bit too long for Cruyff there. Fans visit the USL Pro fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro. 17th minute here at Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium. Harrisburg City Islanders up 1-0, courtesy of an 8-minute goal by Garrett Pettis.
Interesting, every time the ball comes down this side, I see Kissinger drops back with Schaefer usually on the runs forward, and it gives the number 4 for Harrisburg plenty of time to do whatever he wants with the ball. The rest of the field, we've been pretty aggressive, but not here.
Cruyff trying to take Eckert down the left touchline. He's got a step on him. Eckert recovers. Cruyff with the cross, but isn't able to swing it back in, and it'll go over the end line for a goal kick.
This Brookhausen goes near post for nearly all of those runs, too. It's interesting. I think the man at his height, he'd want to go back post a little bit more.
Nick Noble on the goal kick for the Islanders. Ball drop back to Marquez. And a little bit more pressure as here comes Turriere. I think Burrell felt the pressure coming and popped it up in the air. Kissinger brings it down. Turriere now has it for the Dutch Lions. Out left side to Cruyff. Clemens making an overlapping run and almost ran right into Cruyff. Now DeLass in the middle of the park. Tries to slip a ball through to Turriere. Nice idea, just a little bit too long. Here comes Harrisburg City the other way. Dershing made a run, had to hold that up, and now that's a good ball through. Hardware has it. Williams is out. Good tackle. Good thing he was there before Hardware was able to get total control of that. And we've got a whistle at some point.
It seemed like it was harder for Hardware not to score than to score, but Williams just stood his ground and stuck his toe out, and that was it.
And I think had Hardware brought that one down a little more cleanly, quite possibly looking at a 2-0 game at this point.
Another ball issue?
Another ball issue, yep. Coach Jack Herman shaking his head a little bit on the bench.
Seems like Harrisburg doesn't like the balls, but the referees have all said they're good to go. It's not like it's a Lion issue at that point.
Header by Dershing. No problem there for Williams. Cruyff now on the counterattack. Cruyff will try and beat Marquez to it, but Marquez gets there one step before. Nods it back to Noble.
Go to www.netedgetraining.com today to find out more.
Not a bad idea there on the counterattack. Take your chances one-on-one with a 50-50 ball. That ball just maybe a little bit too long.
Maybe that's what they were complaining about earlier. Langley that's playing back there.
He'll find
him listed as a forward.
Ekra and Dershing on the runs through. Friedman gets there first with a nice header back. DeLass has it. Now to Matt Wyatt. on the left side. 21st minute. Harrisburg City up 1-0. That's a good ball through. Kissinger is on. He'll get to it first. He's in one-on-one. Cannot get a good first touch. Has to drop it back to Friedman. Friedman now in the 18. His cross. Oh, bounces right off of Matt Walker. Might have caught Matt in the face. Now DeLass still has it. His pass picked off there by Hardware. Now Kissinger with another run through. Is he going to get this one before it gets to the touchline? No, that ball gets just over the end line. It's going to be goal kick for Harrisburg City.
Better play by the Lions. Good to see Kissinger make the breakthrough, but you almost felt like he wasn't a natural goal scorer. Just his body language as he approached the ball and then decided, nope, I'm going to bring it back.
He had to have a good first touch there, and it escaped him, and the opportunity to take that shot was lost.
In case you're wondering, we often see Eli Garner up there. Eli is no longer with the Lions. Sad to say, Eli has moved on to better or bigger things, possibly. Eli and also, I believe, Yannick Smith, both no longer with the Lions. All part of these changes have been going on in August.
Man, we're only at August 2nd?
August 2nd, lots of changes.
2nd.
Lines on the field, new coaches, players moving on.
It's Thunderdome around here, I tell you, Andy.
Even had a new singer for the anthem today,
right.
And very good job she did too.
The next change we'd like to see is perhaps maybe a Dutch Lions win tonight. But they will have to do it coming from behind as they are trailing 1-0 at the time. We're about halfway through the first half. Fans, make sure to follow at USL Pro on Twitter for all the latest updates. Islanders with the ball, comfortable moving it around in the back. Langley and Ekra. So you're looking for the long ball. Dutch Lions, more concerted effort tonight, I think, to push that defensive line up.
Yes. I think has led to those two breakaways that Harrisburg has had, but at the same time they're pushing it, trying to force it a little bit.
Torriere on the steal as Dershing tried to find Hardware in the middle of the field. Brookhuizen lays it off to Clemens. Clemens drops it for Cruyff. As the Islanders have plenty of numbers back.
Switch this way, Friedman wide open.
Unable to keep that in. Ross doing a good job going up in front of the Harrisburg City bench, but unable to corral that.
You can hear some screaming in the background. Leo the Lion has made an appearance and is throwing T-shirts into the crowd.
Kissinger didn't have time to really plan where he wanted to play that, so Harrisburg City now on the counterattack. Boehner up the right side. Plays that in the middle. Hardware, one-time shot, deflected a little bit. No problem for Walker. He's going to try the quick counter again down the left. Marquez heads it clear as Cruyff was running on.
I think Cruyff definitely the target of a lot of the passing. Is they're aiming at him to go take on the defense.
Clemens on the throw. We'll throw it into DeLass. Nice ball back to Clemens. Brookhuizen, nice turn. Cruyff goes towards the corner flag. One-time cross, knocked away by Boehner. It'll be a corner kick for the Dutch Lions. I believe they're second of the evening.
Cue the Dutch Legion. Friedman again makes the long journey over there, take the corner kick.
Brookhuizen starts his run near post. That's where the ball will go. Joe gets a foot on it. You're going to say last touch by Harrisburg City.
Yep.
Be another corner kick. A little more air under this one. Yes. Far post. Granger on the run. Not able to get there in time. Couldn't get enough of a body behind it to swing it back in towards the field of play. And I would think with Andy, with Brookhuizen making the start tonight on those set pieces like that, You would think he would be the obvious first target and at least give him a chance with one of those to his head. First one was at his feet. Second one well clear of him as he made another near post run.
Yep, no, it makes sense to me. He's the tallest player on the field by an inch or two. We know he's good. He can use his head very well. But like you said, the first corner was in low, trying to do a flick on, and the second one was right over him to the back post, which, okay, that's a variant. I get that. But we really haven't utilized his height.
Granger to Brookhuizen. Now Harrisburg City back the other way. Splitting 3 defenders, taking on a 4th. Now dishes it to Dershing just outside the 18. Now he's in. There's a shot off the side of the goal. That's going to be a throw-in. I wasn't sure if that hit the post or actually the supports behind it.
It seemed to hit the outside of the post, but the way it came back out, you think it clipped the edge of the back post too.
That's what I'm guessing, yeah. Interesting. Nonetheless, we go. Brookhuizen, nice shield. Marquez gets there in time. Turriere now takes it away from Baril. Nice ball to Cruyff. Cruyff into the 18. Gets it on his left foot. There's a shot. Noble save. Brookhuizen was there, but Harrisburg City pokes away the rebound. Nice job there by Boehner to save that. Langley has it. Gets it back to Boehner. Now center of the park to Hardware. Harrisburg City, a nice job to get out of trouble there. Now Schaefer has it left side. A little bit of space. Dershing now tries to go around Friedman, and he does. That's a nice ball. Can't get it over Clemens, but here comes Baril. Baril, center of the park. I remember Baril was very tough 3 weeks ago here. That's a good cross as Langley tried to get on the end of it. Hardware, Dayton under some pressure here. Turriere, nice tackle. DeLass now has it for Dayton. A little more end-to-end action as this game opens up a little bit. Walker over midfield. He's being chased from behind by Schaefer. Gets it to Brookhuizen, right side. Now back to DeLass in the center. He's got Cruyff left side if he can get it to him. Now goes right side to Kissinger. Kissinger guarded there by Schaefer. Turriere has it. He might take a strike. Nope. To Walker. Brookhuizen. Back to Walker. Nice 1-2. Into the 18. Walker still can't get a solid foot on it, though. Everything there except the opportunity to take the shot, Andy.
No, it was a nice move. Good work. Looked like Walker was going to just roll it in the split second before he did it. Defender got his foot to it. But much better attacking by the Lions. Looking more fluid.
Now Granger. He'll try the right side. Friedman. Tucks inside at Dershing. Looks for his options. Still on it. Tries to thread that ball through to Kissinger. Nice job there in the middle of the field by Langley.
I've complained in past games about the lack of movement in the front line for the Lions, and tonight you're actually seeing them making those runs, making the move, all calling for the ball, pointing where they want it, and immediately they look a little bit better up front.
Nick Noble taking a breather as the players kind of reset. Dutch Lions regain their shape. They will swing it left side. Cody Andrews gets another touch on it. Back to Ekra.
It's good that Harrisburg having to slow the game down and say, wait a minute, let's regroup. This is not going our way.
Marquez to Boehner. Boehner tries to find Pettis. Clemens, his opposite number, gets there first. Drops it back to Matt Williams. Matt Williams, nice ball there. It's kept in. Cruyff now has it. Ball bounces free to Walker. Walker has a man all over his back, is able to get it to Friedman. Friedman looking to serve. Now off. That's, wow.
Clipped the bar.
Don't know if that was intended to be a shot off the foot initially, but it's kind of the way it ended up, and had Noble backpedaling frantically, as we'll take a look on the Papa John's instant replay.
Now, if you look, he looked across the line. He was looking to cross that into one of his players, but you know what? It's about time we had a little bit of luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Noble all of a sudden looked like, hey, I'm in a little bit of trouble here. That's going to be a foul against Cruyff. Not anything very subtle about that one. quick restart. Here comes Dayton pressure. It's coming in waves now. And Harrisburg City, with no openings, will drop it back. Cody Andrews now gets it to Burrill. Burrill kind of forced that one a little bit too hot. Langley not able to track it down. Then that ball served with not a whole lot of purpose either. It looks like Cruyff tries to make something out of nothing. Ball drops back to Andrews.
I think the Lions just seem a little crisper in the tackle too. They're using their body a bit more. Shoulder challenges.
Nice tackle there from Boehner. Going to be last touched by Boehner. Pleads his case, but referee Trey Gaither says it'll be Dutch Lions throw. Square ball to Granger. 32nd minute. Harrisburg City up 1-0 right now. Friedman. Turriere has it. Nice little chip. Schaefer does a good job to bring that down. Turriere, nice work to get that back. Tries to get to the end line. A little bit of pressure there. Nice ball in. Walker with the shot across the mouth of the goal. Knotted clear by Boehner. It's going to be Dutch Lions corner.
Much better by the Lions. You can tell they're trying to get to the ball first. They're being more aggressive in their style. The movement up front has been good.
Friedman will go all the way across to the far side. We have not seen any of the short corners that we saw repeatedly a week ago, Andy.
No, you're right.
Ball knocked free. There's a shot by DeLass, and he had it teed up there. Yep. Nice strike, just couldn't stay over it enough to keep it on frame.
Yeah, he wanted that one. He put a good shot. Here comes on the Papa John's instant replay. First time hit, comes back off the football upright. Leaning back, yep.
Kind of lean back just a little bit there. That's the one where your eyes get huge when you see that bouncing like that, and you just got to stay over it. Stay over the top of it.
It's the one where I'm a defender and I see that in front of the goal, and it's like,
my eyes get huge too, and I'm out of the way. Bouncing ball in the midfield. That'll be dropped back. Nice little turn there by Wyatt. Gets it to DeLass. And all the way back to Matt Williams. Fans Nike is a proud sponsor of USL Pro. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information.
Got Friedman open on this side again. Cruyff on the far side. Both working the sidelines.
Wyatt looking to move forward. Nice chip. Schaefer backpedaling and kind of lost his feet as he was turned every which way.
I think Friedman had more time than he realized. He went up, won it in the air, but could have just followed it on.
Yeah, had he seen Schaefer go down, he could have easily taken that and off to the races.
Dr. John Murphy IV, Dr. Matt Roberts, and Dr. Jan Saunders. We would also like to thank our athletic trainer.
Islanders now controlling again in the back.
We truly appreciate
looking for an opening. Dayton has certainly tightened up the defense here the last 15-20 minutes after giving up a couple of long balls through. Unfortunately, the one was fatal in the first 10 minutes. That's our difference in the game right now. And just as I mentioned that, Harrisburg City lofts a long one.
Again, that's a good indication for the Lions. They're not trying to go pass it through the defense. They're going long ball almost every time. Taking the sting out of their game already.
Wyatt sends that one clear. And we'll push the defensive troops up. Ekra now in the middle of the field. We'll get that to Cody Andrews, left side. Wanting somebody to make that run towards him.
Almost gave it up to Walker, who hustled the ball.
Schaefer battling. Kissinger sticks a foot in. Pettis all over the back of Wyatt, and there comes the whistle. Nice and easy. DeLass looking to restart quickly. Nothing there.
And the Lions spreading the field left to right. A little
Bit of a whack there as Cruyff took one across the heels there from Burrill. Turrier, nice turn. Clemens has it taken away there by Acra. Now Dershing has it. Left side. Granger comes over to defend him. Dutch Lions with good numbers back. Dershing's going to try and do a lot more on his own here. Gets to the end line. There's the cross. DeLass coolly sends that one to Friedman. Now to Kissinger, and Dayton will work on the counterattack. Great composure there from DeLass. Brookhuizen in the middle of the park. Now DeLass quickly out to Cruyff. Great movement here from the Dutch Lions. Cruyff gets it caught up a little bit. Now has control. Trying to make a move on Boehner. Gets it to DeLass. DeLass will have a strike, and that's a great strike just wide. DeLass with a beautiful effort there.
The Lions looking much more confident now with their play. There it is, the shot from outside the area, just wide of the post.
Shot from about 25 yards out there and didn't miss it by much.
Looking at the body language of the Harrisburg coach, seems very relaxed considering that the Lions are doing so well right now. I think if they didn't have that one-goal lead, he'd be a little bit more animated at this point.
Yeah, especially with the resurgent Dutch Lions offensive attack here in the last 10, 15 minutes. Dutch Lions with several opportunities. Burrill sends the ball long, can't keep it in play. It'll be Dutch Lions throw.
And for donations to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Gracie's name. We will hear more about
Turrier tries to find Cruyff with that, but Boehner's in the way. Hardware to Pettis. Ekrahow now has it at midfield. Turrier with the pressure, but it swings wide to Schaefer. He's got Dershing on his outside. Now Dershing tries to go around Friedman. Good battle there, Friedman and Dershing, nice battle. Dayton comes away with it. Brookhuizen brings it down to Turrier. Sebastian clears it to midfield. Burrill, little chip. Granger's there. Pettis wins it. Now Hardware has it. Nice square ball, finds Dershing. Dershing's going to swing this one into the 18. There's a diving header attempt there by Pettis. Can't get there.
He was on the back of Wyatt there. Wyatt shrugged him off.
Pettis with a half-hearted appeal there to referee Trey Gaither, and nothing doing.
Nope.
And rightly so. Marquez brings it down at midfield. Burrill now to Dershing. Dershing a lot more active these last 5 minutes. As Harrisburg City finding some room here down their left side. Ekra now into the 18. Turrier in the way. Williams, nice effort to save that. Instead of a corner, it'll be a throw near the bench for the Dutch Lions. I'm sorry, for Harrisburg City. Pettis turns Granger at the corner flag. Good tackle there from Brock. The Harrisburg City throw. Schaefer up from his right or left back position. See if he takes a long throw. Nope. He'll drop it short. Hardware. He was held by Kissinger, kind of slapped an arm back and made contact. Little chip there from Hardware. Williams has it. Quickly redistributes that one out to Cruyff. Brookhuizen on a sprint. He collides with Andrews. Andrews and Brookhuizen, another collision there in the midfield. Cruyff still on the ball, looking for options. Still has it. And now goes out right side, and I think
Andrews is complaining there to the assistant referee. There were a couple of shoulder-to-shoulder collisions with Brookhuizen on the run down there.
He and Andrews going at it, and Cody Andrews giving referee Trey Gaither a little bit of an earful there, and shoulder to shoulder, maybe a little generous there.
Well, I have to admit, when one player looks at the other before the collision and the other one's just running, that's a little more.
Right in front of the bench, and not only will Harrisburg not get the call there, as Coach Bill Becker wants, but Dayton will get the throw as well.
That's good to see, though. I like seeing Joe do that. I mean, he's letting the defender know he's not going to be pushed around. He's not going to be bullied. And then if you want the ball, you're going to have to come get it.
Well, and I was going to ask you, as from the player's standpoint, you know where the referee's eye's attention is, and it's not on those two players making that run off the ball, so opportunity for a somewhat free shot.
I can't call it nasty. It was just you're not getting in front of me.
We'll call it hard-nosed is what we'll call it.
Yes.
Islanders with the ball. We've got 5 left here in the first half. Islanders still up 1-0. 8-minute goal from Garrett Pettis. And that's our score so far. Burrell on the run. Granger's there as well. And Granger gets there first, knocks it away.
Seem to remember Andrews and Felix tussling last time, but I think Big Joe's winning this tussle this time.
Ekra, challenge there from Turriere. Players running into each other all over the place. Ball pops free to Kissinger. Kissinger tries to switch that. Wanted to go to Cruyff with that. Just didn't hit it far enough. Islanders now with the ball. Back the other way. Pettis checks back. Nice little flick to Burrill. Now Dershing has it. He's in behind Friedman. Into the 18. Drops it back for Burrill. Nice tackle there from Clemens.
Yep.
Knocks it free. Game is opening up on both ends. Both teams with opportunities to get into the 18. Turriere now has it for Dayton. Nice switch. He goes to Clemens on the left side. Clemens going right at the heart of the defense. Sees Walker making a run, and he will be brought down there in the midfield by Ekra. It'll be a free kick for the Dutch Lions. Fans, every USL Pro regular season and playoff game will stream live on YouTube in 2014. Features include DVR, chat, and social media interactivity. Subscribe for free today to the Dayton Dutch Lions YouTube channel.
Well, Jack Herman's promised that we would see a more open attacking style, and that is exactly what we're seeing. So,
witness so far.
Thank you, Jack.
And really, Dayton, when you look at the standings today, they're mathematically still in the playoff hunt, but they can play a little bit of a spoiler role here for a Harrisburg City team that is right on the cusp for that last playoff spot. Ball launched in. Marquez gets there first. Brookhuizen gets there late. May have poked Marquez a little bit. Well, it's going to be a corner kick.
That time they did aim for Big Joe, and they got a corner out of it. So
we did not get word down to the bench to do that, did we?
You know he's got a hotline right down there. Listens to everything we say.
Oh, no, I certainly hope not.
Every one of the Lions in the box except for Kissinger and I think is that Wyatt?
Or referee Trey Gaither is going to have a word, I think, with probably Brookhuizen and Cody Andrews, I think, from that last tussle.
Andrews still complaining.
Yep.
Big Joe hands on hips. Looks like, okay, I'm just waiting for the ball.
Friedman will take this right foot. It'll be an outswinger.
Big Joe checked in, checked out, coming back in. Collisions in the box.
Brookhuizen tries to get there. Schaefer and Walker was coming onto that, and Turriere kind of got in the way of that one. Handling called there. Otherwise, Harrisburg City off to the races.
Well, Kissinger's made a nice change, too. He buzzes around like one of those annoying wasps. You know, he's always in your face, always covering the ground, never stops running. Doesn't give them time to get comfortable on the ball.
Brookhuizen checks back, drops it for Granger. Nice tackle there from Pettis.
Joe's had a solid game. Good target man. Gets the ball every time. Leaves a mark on whoever's with him every time.
Chest that down. Kissinger can't run it down, though. Friedman gets it back. Walker can't contain. It'll be Harrisburg City as we're in the 45th minute here. And if I'm reading the body language down on the sidelines correct, looks like we're probably going to have about 1 minute of injury time.
I'll go back to that class you gave me. 30 seconds for the goal. No cards. No real injuries. Seems like a minute would be right.
Very good. Very good. Harrisburg City probably content to ride this one out.
Yeah, I think so.
And go to the locker room up 1-0. Dutch Lions would love to change that. Granger, a hopeful ball forward. Andrews and Brookhuizen again. Turriere now has it. Tries to go around Marquez. There's a tackle. They're going to say he got the ball there. Dayton appeals for the call. Nothing doing.
I think there's another good example. Brookhuizen, oh, there's a hand thrown.
Here comes a counterattack. Burrill has it. They could go 2-on-1 if he hurries. Dishes that to Langley. Nice tackle there by Wyatt. And there's a little shoulder charge. A lot of contact here off the ball so far, Andy, as we approach halftime.
I saw an arm thrown down here that I was surprised that he got away with.
Brookhuizen just outside the 18 to Cruyff, and Cruyff is offside. That'll be about the third time tonight for Yesua on the far side.
I was just saying earlier, it was a good challenge there. Brookhuizen didn't actually win the ball, but he put enough of a challenge on the defender that all he could do was give it straight back to us. So good job by Joe.
Noble will probably get to kick this one in on the restart, and that'll probably do it here.
And it does.
And he won't even get to do that. 45 minutes in the books here at Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium. And right now we have a scoreline of Harrisburg City Islanders 1, Dayton Dutch Lions 0. Scoring in your 8th minute, Garrett Pettis for Harrisburg City. Long ball launched in. He beat Williams to it as Williams came outside his 18 to try and get to that. And Pettis popped it over Williams' head and into the net. And we're at 1-0. No other scoring. And no cautions in the first half.
Nope.
So far, though, Andy, much better effort from the Dutch Lions.
It's a good game to watch. It's fun to watch. It's end-to-end, back and forth. Unfortunately, they got the one break where they scored, but we've had a lot of pressure. Jack Herman's promised we would go all out. I think we have, and I think the players have responded. They're enjoying it, too, because it's been a very open game.
Absolutely. It's been an entertaining 45 minutes. Hopefully, we'll have another 45 just as entertaining. Andy and I will be back for the second half action after this.
1,220 erupt.
There's a company the Miami Valley can count on to shed light on new ways to conserve, to help empower our region, to help take the first steps into the future. Our rebates on new air conditioners and heat pumps, discounts on CFLs, and free refrigerator recycling are just a few ways you can save both money and energy. Tomorrow starts today with DP&L.
Having fun at the supermarket is one thing. Making time to do it is another. That's why Dr. Sears suggests Step 9. Add a whole food-based supplement to the family diet.
There's no substitute for just wholesome, real, whole foods. The fact is, children have erratic eating habits, and we don't live in an ideal world.
That's why Dr. Sears recommends Juice Plus to his patients.
The difference about Juice Plus is from 17 different fruits and vegetables, all conveniently packaged in a little capsule. Many vitamins, many minerals, and many phytonutrients, all those acting together. Even though Juice Plus comes in a capsule and could be perceived as a pill, it really belongs in the skills model because Juice Plus helps the body muster up its own internal medicine. The fruits and vegetables in Juice Plus are natural phytos, those phytonutrients we talk about, the immune boosters. Juice Plus is like an insurance policy to make sure you get the necessary or optimal level of all these immune boosters. I found out about Juice Plus through my wife. I was recovering from colon cancer. And one night after chemotherapy and radiation, I sat down at the table and my wife shows me these 4 little capsules, 2 pink and 2 green. I said, Martha, what are these? And she said, never mind, just take them. So I simply took them. But being a doctor, I said, I got to find out what's in these capsules. So I started studying about Juice Plus. And I looked at the science of Juice Plus, reputable journals showing how much healthier people are after taking Juice Plus. And then I thought, if it helps me, I want my whole family to take it. And then I started using it in our pediatric practice, and I noticed the health differences. One of the things that impressed me about Juice Plus is how well researched it is. Many companies spend a lot on advertising and not very much on basic research. Juice Plus was just the opposite. Little on advertising, a lot on research. As a doctor, that impressed me. And what really impressed me is the effects I've seen in my pediatric practice. I would take children who were sick all the time, who had terrible eating habits, and put them on Juice Plus, and then moms would come in maybe a year later and say, the reason, Dr. Bill, you haven't seen us so often is because my child is so much healthier after taking Juice Plus. Parents would say, you know, Dr. Bill, something surprisingly happened. When my child started taking Juice Plus, my child would eat more fruits and vegetables. I said, wow, that's interesting. So back to the books. Why? I was curious. Why would children willingly eat more fruits and vegetables after taking Juice Plus? And I found it's the old concept of metabolic programming. It's like you're giving the child all these fruits and vegetables, and the body says, wow, that's good for me. Give me more.
Western Ohio Graphics is a full-service commercial printing, advertising, and fulfillment company. From concept to delivery, we can provide over 800,000 in printable advertising specialty products and over 100,000 non-printed products. We can also print full-color banners, posters, and large format signage to meet your specific needs. Call Western Ohio Graphics today at 937-335-8769. Your quality printing source for tangible media.
Welcome back, everybody. We are just about set for second half action here at Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium. USL Pro action on a Saturday night. Dayton Dutch Lions homestanding, still searching for their first win of the season at home. They trail 1-0, and so they're going to have to turn things on here, Andy, in the second half if they want to get that first home victory tonight.
Yep, the signs are encouraging. As we mentioned earlier, we have a coaching change here at the Lions. As of 1 August, Sid Van Drunen has stepped down as the head coach for the pro team and will be focusing on the development of the youth academy instead. Acting now in the interim is Jack Herman, along with Catherine Gordon, coaching for the Lions. And Jack did say that they were going to come out with a more attacking approach for this game, and we've seen that. And it's been very open, end-to-end stuff. Unfortunately, the one goal has been for Harrisburg, the visitors. A toe poke past the goalkeeper by Pettis. But the Lions have had chances.
Absolutely. And they will need more chances. They will need to convert on them as we get underway here in the second half. Harrisburg City with the kickoff. Islanders in the blue. Dayton Dutch Lions in the orange. Turriere to Walker as we get started here. Walker with a nice flick for Turriere. Turriere kind of pushes Ackra off the ball. Cruyff there with a foul right in front of the bench. And it'll be Harrisburg City restart.
And we have seen a more physical approach by the Lions, too. I've seen them challenging for the ball, a little bit quicker step to get to the ball, throwing their body, shoulders in, and right there, unfairly, unfortunately, but a more
Not
aggressive
a bad
start.
thing, that's for sure.
No.
Like the aggression. Ball poked free. Here comes Dayton on a counterattack. That ball is behind Cruyff. From Kissinger. It needed to be in front of Jesua instead of behind him. Other USL Pro action tonight. LA Galaxy 2 is at Pittsburgh. They kicked off the same time we did. Charlotte is at Orlando City tonight. Orange County Blues, I believe the new home of Eli Garner.
That's what I heard, yep.
They are at Oklahoma City, the OKC Energy tonight. And Sacramento Republic will be at Arizona United with a 10:30 kickoff for that one.
I also noticed that Orlando's perfect season is gone. They finally did lose the game, but an outstanding season by Orlando.
Ackra being chased by DeLass. We'll get that one out wide. Now Burrill from a long ways out. Might have had an idea there for a second. Langley, corner of the 18, cuts inside. Still has it. Still going. Cuts back in again. Here comes Burrill one time, up over the bar.
Yep. So I said August marking a lot of changes. We see changes on the field with the yellow lines appearing. Football season in the offing. Eli Garner and Yannick Smith moving on to other clubs. change in the coaches, and even a change in the lineup. You have Big Joe Brookhausen leading the line today. You have Eric Kissinger starting out on the outside, and then also playing back in defense, David Clemens.
Langley send that ball back to Matt Williams. Is I think, again, issue with the game balls that we have tonight. Looking ahead for these two teams, next week Dayton on a road trip, back-to-back nights, Friday, Saturday. Friday night at Charleston, then the trip to Wilmington for a game Saturday night. Harrisburg City will host Orlando City. Tough match for Harrisburg City next week as they will host Orlando City in a big game for the Islanders. And for Dayton, as we mentioned, 2 games next week on the road, and then they'll follow that up on August 16th as a last game of a 3-game road trip as they will go to Richmond, take on the Kickers there on August 16th before returning to Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium on the 23rd of August. They will host the Colorado Rapids Reserves that evening.
On the plus side, we have one of the best away records in the league. I think only 2 teams have better away records than we do, and we got 3 away games coming up. So fingers crossed there for the Lions.
Dutch Lions 5-5 so far on the road. Anything near that at home, and they would be right in the playoff hunt.
Oh, absolutely.
Cruyff shields that one. It'll be Dutch Lions throw. Ball works its way back to Granger.
Clemens taking a knock. He seems to be trying to shake off something with his ankle. He's just a little stiff, hobbling around here. Granger now carrying the ball forward as he has done a lot of this game.
Dutch Lions knocking it around here. 50th minute here, just underway second half. Dayton searching for the equalizer. Turriere. Nice ball through. Brookhuizen on the run. Still has it on his feet. Ooh. Saved by Noble. Nice shot by Brookhuizen.
Good
now
work.
Harrisburg
Good save.
City. Back the other way. Ekra. He's got Langley. He's got Pettis. He'll go to Pettis on the left side. Pettis just outside the 18. Cuts inside. Takes a shot. It goes high over the bar. It'll be goal kick for the Dutch Lions. End-to-end action as Brookhuizen is stoned by Noble at the other end.
Yep, if you hadn't seen the first half, this is the way it's been. It's been one end to the other, back and forth the whole game.
Burrill now has it for Harrisburg City. Walker will chase him.
Clemens just does not look comfortable right now, though he is challenging for the ball.
Clemens takes a little knock there. Bodies flying as DeLass and Langley go tumbling. Ball struck free, but Burrill is right there for Harrisburg City. Tried to find Ekra. That ball's knocked free. Boehner now left side. Dershing whips a ball in, headed free. Hardware brings that down. DeLass, nice poke tackle there by DeLass. And Hardware wins it. Service, far side, Dershing. I think he hit that last. He wants a foul, no call there. Nice nutmeg there by Schaefer. Schaefer now, that ball swings just wide. And if Hardware gets on the end of that, we're at 2-0, Andy.
Notice Vickers warming up out there on his own. I wouldn't be surprised if Clemens comes off after that knock, in which case Kissinger may drop back and Vickers come out forward. Shane Smith been given some time off. He's not here tonight. Ben Sweat obviously back with the crew. So not sure who else could fill in at left back.
Dutch Lions trying to regroup here a little bit as Harrisburg City applying some early pressure here in the second half. Clemens was out on that touchline, had to run a long ways to try and get on the end of that. Langley got there first. Nice cut inside there by Friedman. Now Walker He's got Turriere making a run. He goes outside. Now Turriere gets on the end of that into the 18. First touch a little too long. It's going to be a goal kick for Harrisburg City.
Nice ball outside. Kissinger cut it across to Turriere. Heavy first touch. But again, another sign of the Lions looking more fluid in attack. Well, can't make up my mind on Clemens. He's still worried about something, but he seems to be moving freely enough when he has to.
And yeah, just the one Dayton substitute, and Noble being urged by referee Trey Gaither to get the ball back into play. Yeah, just Vickers warming up right now for Dayton. The last one's a header. Clemens thought he was going to drop it back. Nice move to get around Langley there. Might have got the arm up. Langley appears to have been struck in the face or maybe the eye. Definitely inadvertent, but Langley now on the ground in front of the Dutch Lions bench. They will assess to see if he needs a trainer to come on.
It has been a physical game. There've definitely been some collisions off the ball. Not sure exactly what happened there.
I think Clemens might have got the hand up a little bit. It certainly wasn't anything intentional, but just caught Langley. He wasn't prepared for it, certainly. Seems to have regained his wits, and we will be restarting here momentarily. Boehner will take the throw, and Clemens and Pettis. Clemens whistled for the foul there. Pettis a little slow to get up this time.
No reaction from the bench from the coaching staff for the Harrisburg, so nothing too untoward.
Burrill with the pass. Boehner unable to keep that in. Clemens will take the throw for Dayton. Hardware takes it away. Clemens then gets it, brings that down. Nice job to get around Burrill. Still has it. Burrill plays catch up and knocks it away. Ekra now for Harrisburg City to Burrill. Burrill with an ambitious ball there. Granger cleans it up for Dayton. Williams picks out Clemens there near midfield. Ekra comes over. Clemens tackles Ekra. Flag goes up, but referee will play advantage. Burrill has it. Granger there to take that pass away. Now we'll go back the other way. Clemens sends that ball through. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. We may have our first card of the evening, and we will, as David Clemens will go into the book for that tackle there right in front of the Harrisburg City bench. Caution in the 56th minute.
Looked a little bit like a rugby tackle that I remember from my
Absolutely.
younger days. Arm was across the shoulder, pulled him down, used his weight to bring him down. I see Vickers stripping down. Looks like he's going to get ready to come in.
Caution issued to David Clemens, the Dutch Lions, number 9.
Good job by the referee there to let the advantage develop, and then always has the option. So first stoppage, comes back and gives a card. And Clemens still not backing off there as he bodies up Pettis.
It was definitely a good call by the referee.
Fans, scores, stats, news, and more. You'll find all of that exclusively on uslprosoccer.com. Langley gets around Walker. Here comes the second tackle by DeLass. Langley still has it. Walker gets another crack at it. This time comes up with it. Clements pass just a little bit too long there for Turriere. Marquez has it for Harrisburg City. Wyatt now coming out of the back. He's got Pettis all over him. Foul called. '58th minute here, Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium. Right now, Harrisburg City Islanders still clinging to a 1-0 lead over the Dayton Dutch Lions. Andrews with a little bit of a push there across the back of Brookhuizen. Friedman drops it to Granger. Granger plays it out of bounds. And we will have our first substitution of the evening. It'll be Cam Vickers, and Andy, you called it. He's going to come on for David Clemens.
Yep. And Kissinger dropping back into that left back position.
Line substitution, number 17, Cameron Vickers. For number 9, David Clemens.
Expect Vickers to go up on the right-hand side of the midfield. Play where Kissinger was. I thought Kissinger had been played very well, actually, at the midfield, buzzing around. Part of that new, more aggressive approach by the Lions.
There's a little bit of a foul there. Schaefer
to the game.
Up the back of Vickers there.
On Twitter for the latest night soccer information.
Now we'll have to ask you when we get a break. And now we got one, a little one. I don't know if you noticed on Vickers, those are some of the longest socks I have ever seen on a player. Those go well up over his knees.
Is that a reflection of the socks or the height of Vickers?
I wasn't going to say anything about the height of the player. That's why I said those are some of the longest socks I've ever seen.
I think Walker might be rolling his up a little bit, but Vickers isn't. I noticed he had like a thigh strapping on when he was getting ready, and he was putting a lot of water on there. I don't know I've seen that done before, but
so maybe some sort of compression.
Yeah.
Who knows? Some of the minutia we find in the 60th minute of a 1-0 game. And we're back in play. Boehner will have it at midfield. Chased by Cruyff. Boehner still with it. Nice step there by Granger. He and Pettis up quickly. Vickers. Walker. Turriere. Far side Friedman. Now to Vickers, just in the game with fresh legs. Looking to cross. Brookhuizen's there. That ball's going to go far side. Boehner with a nice header away. Turriere tries to win it. DeLass gets there. Drops. Kissinger. Now DeLass again. Cruyff. Trying to get into the box. There's service. Ball off the arm. Appeals for hands. With a shot and a save by Noble. And we can play on.
Walker almost had too much time there. I thought he was going to go right side.
That's going to be
and went center of the
foul
goal
there.
Instead. And there, see on the instant replay, Walker had time, could have picked the right side, went central, and the goalkeeper using his legs to deflect it. Again, that more fluid attack by the Lions.
Appeals for the handling there, but didn't look like the defender had the arm extended. Kind of had the arm near his body, so.
Is it Van Hal that's been complaining about handball calls? So if it's within so many feet, it should not be a handball?
Yep, I think referee Trey Gaither with the right call there, not to blow the whistle. Granger on the free kick, tries to find Brookhuizen. It's just a little bit hard to imagine, but it's a little bit too tall for Joe Brookhuizen.
A similar free kick to one they had in the first half. A little chip into the area as Brookhuizen comes in for it. Good idea. Unfortunately, execution not quite there.
Fans visit the USL Pro fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro.
I see Clemens has a nice ice pack strapped across the top of his foot and ankle. Ekra
to Schaefer. And back to Ekra in the midfield. Gets away from Turriere. That's a nice ball over Kissinger's head to Langley. Langley now in the 18. He'll get it before it gets to the end line. There's the shot off the post, just wide. And it wasn't hit very hard by Hardware, but he almost perfectly placed it. Just skims it wide as we take a look at the replay.
Definitely not Hardware's day. He's had 2 or 3 chances similar to that, and he has not quite connected with any of them. Could have had a hat trick by now.
Just wide of the post, but very delicately placed there. Nice touch, just couldn't quite finish. And Dayton dodged a bullet.
The ball that got over Kissinger's head, the first touch by the Harrisburg player was awesome. I mean, he brought it down, gave himself room, and put himself in the position to make the nice pass.
Tourrier. And Cruyff not making the run. He was kind of checking back there, and as a result, Marquez has it. That ball's deflected by Cruyff, though, and right to DeLass. Tourrier to Cruyff. Guarantee he's going to try and take him on here to the end line, and there he goes. Now he's double teamed. Going to have to try and win a corner out of this somehow. And it'll be a throw for the Dutch Lions.
Kissinger now plays it back to Wyatt. Forward to DeLass. Runner on the right-hand side. Joe Brookhausen comes forward and makes himself available. Ball comes out for a throw-in. Substitution ready to happen here for Harrisburg. Number 14, DePrima. Danny DePrima.
Danny DePrima on for Harrisburg City. And it looks like Hardware's
had his day.
It's going to come off.
Change of hardware for Harrisburg.
So Hardware's evening is done. Substitution in the 64th minute. Danny DePrima on for the Islanders. And Dayton with the restart. Kissinger on the throw. Now comes in for the tackle. And he takes Burrell down. I think that foul looked a little worse than it was, actually. No real reaction from the players there.
The referee gave Kissinger a little talking to, pointing to his head like, yeah, I saw that. Don't expect to get away with another one. Long ball forward.
Long ball by Marquez. Pettis brings it down to DePrima. Back to Pettis. A little pressure from behind. Nifty little move from the ground there by Pettis. Williams safely has it for Dayton. Distributes right side to Granger. Back to, I'm sorry, that'll be across the field to Wyatt. Little shirt pull there from DePrima, but Dayton works free. DeLass with a little bit of time and space. Pops that through. Vickers on the run. Noble out. Noble gets there first. Granger looked like he wanted to send that long.
Yeah, the movement's not so good up front right now. It's a little more static. Earlier today, they were running around a lot more, making more moves. But I think Wyatt and Granger both with license to bring the ball forward as needed.
Harrisburg City now applying pressure here. Wyatt being dogged by DePrima. Gets out of trouble to DeLass. Ekra all over Joel from behind. And I'm not sure what
Barilla
is upset about there, because that was an excellent, I mean, no doubt about the foul there.
Nope, legs were definitely tangled. Whether deliberate or not, there was no chance for DeLass to make any forward motion.
Orange Legion feels a card was in order. Wyatt can't get it over Boehner's head. Dutch Lions throw. Walker looks to restart. Goes line, intended for Cruyff. Langley and Cruyff battle. They're both tangled up. They cancel each other out. Walker gets the ball. Walker now left side. And there's a double team, and Cruyff just running into people now. And Langley still has it. Cruyff again behind him. Now DeLass will come over and take a shot. Langley still on it. And now there's a switch. DePrima in the center of the park. We'll go far side. Dershing to Schaefer. Schaefer. Friedman does a good job to recover there. It'll be a corner kick for the Islanders.
Good example of the physical play. A lot of shoulder-to-shoulder challenges. People bouncing off each other, but referee allowing it to go on. Hasn't got out of hand, hasn't got nasty yet, so actually enjoying the game.
I think Cruyff was just going to keep hitting them until they fell.
As long as he doesn't mind getting it back, I'm all for it.
Exactly. Islanders on the corner kick. A lot of congestion there in the 18. Marquez gets ahead to it. Here comes Williams, and he will scoop it up for Dayton. Quick outlet.
Kissinger
to Cruyff. Flag stays down. Cruyff can't get there. Boehner gets there instead for Harrisburg City. Now Schaefer will take it left side for the Islanders. Pettis comes back for it. He's stripped by Granger. DeLass to Terrier. Sebastian will get it to Cruyff this side. Now back to Terrier. He and Marquez will do battle in the corner. Here comes the double team. And they're going to call the foul on Terrier as he brought Boehner down. Sebastian not real pleased with the call, and here comes the yellow card. Terrier will go into the book in the 68th minute for dissent.
A substitution for Harrisburg. Number 21, Cox, getting ready to come in. Looks like number 9, Pettis, will be coming out. Interesting. The referee's been very lenient, I think. Allowed the game to go. He's been fairly physical, but he's not tolerating any talk back. Gets a couple of quick yellow cards.
Raphael Cox comes into the game for Harrisburg. And Garrett Pettis, the goal scorer on the evening, will take a seat. His evening is done. Substitution in the 69th minute.
Also in the 69th minute, caution issue to number 6 on the Dayton line, Sebastian Theory.
Throw in. Wyatt now to play the ball across to Granger. Granger will carry it forward as he does done a lot tonight. Wyatt, the natural outlet. Kissinger on the far side. Or near side, I apologize.
Dutch Lions play it out intentionally.
Wyatt walking away.
It's again an issue with the ball. So Harrisburg City will just toss it back.
It's the 4th or 5th ball that has been rejected by players and thrown out.
And for a professional game, I'm sorry, but this is just unacceptable.
It is.
It's not to the players' standards. And that's an adjustment that the officials need to make. No reason for the game to be delayed. Now this is at least the 4th time that we've had them have to change the balls.
It's been both sides. It's not been just. At first, I thought it was Harrisburg complaining a little overly, but the Lions too having issues with the ball. Both teams good about at least giving the ball back afterwards.
Yeah. Yep.
Felix looks like he's getting ready to come into the game here. As Noble drops the ball down to kick forward. Long ball down the right-hand side. Langley heads it towards the middle, but the Lions pick it up. DeLass now looking forward.
Vickers had made a run on that right side. DeLass picked his head up just a second too late, I think.
Yep, that was sloppy play right there.
So final 20 minutes here. Dayton still looking to make some things happen as they try and equalize here. Guillermo Felix getting ready to check in the game. I'd assume up top, either for Cruyff or Brookhuizen.
I think the game's just coming off the bubble a little bit now. It's getting a little fractious. I don't know if it's the energy expended by the Lions. They've definitely been more aggressive in going forward.
Wyatt with a nice run. Oh, ball almost takes referee Trey Gaither out. Ekra loses it. Granger has it. To Cruyff. Nobody touches that. It's going to be Harrisburg City ball. And we will get a substitution at this opportunity.
Big Joe coming this way.
Felix will come on, and Joe Brookhuizen. Pretty solid effort tonight. Those 70 minutes, that's more than he's played.
I think it's a good call because Joe did a very effective first half, looked good at the start of the second, but it's kind of, like I said, the game's come off the bubble a little bit, and I think it's one of the reasons is Joe's tiring out. Time to bring in Felix. It's been a battle back there with Andrews.
Ball cleared away, right to Ekra. Now Dershing. Oh, nice job to split the Dayton defense, and then he takes a shot. Left-footed. Goes wide, goal kick Dayton.
Kissinger now up to Cruyff.
Oh, there's a foul from behind there from Boehner. Cruyff is like, what do we have to do to draw a card?
That was a pretty solid challenge on the back.
Fans, make sure to follow at USL Pro on Twitter for all the latest updates.
Prima there trying to...
DePrima now backs off 10 yards. DeLass gets it back. Turriere has it now. Center of the park. To Vickers on the right side. Brings it down nicely. There's the cross. Walker on the end of it. Just over! Andy, those shots have got to find the frame.
Yes, here we see on the Papa John instant replay. Nice first time cross. Hits the shot.
Everything perfect except the finish there.
Yep. There's 2 or 3 where the Lions have leant back and put it over the top of the bar. Walker's had, what, 2, 3 chances now to side foot shots too, not like power drives. These are placement shots, just not coming off for him.
Cruyff checks back to get this one. He'll drop it all the way back to Matt Williams. Dershing will chase for Harrisburg City. And they will bring it right to Kissinger where Dershing left. And DePrima from behind. And there comes the card. Danny DePrima will go in the book. And that'll be in the 74th minute. And that'll at least calm the natives for a while, as I think referee Trey Gaither looking for an opportunity to put somebody from Harrisburg in the book.
Could be. There's a quick flurry of yellow cards. There's been nothing in the first half, and quite a few there in the second half already, early in. 74th minute now. As Matt Wyatt will turn with the ball. Look to Brock Granger. With room in front of him. Yep, he's going to carry it.
Vickers, nifty little flick, but kind of blindsided. Didn't have really anybody to give it to. Turriere. Now to DeLass. Now to Wyatt. Lateral movement is fine, but Dutch Lions need to go forward. 15 minutes to go in this one. They still trail 1-0. That ball forward to Vickers. Vickers is offside.
Vickers has looked good since he's come on. Some nice runs on that far side.
Little burst of energy there.
I see Harada now. Looks like he's getting ready. He may come into the game here in a little bit. If the game wasn't challenging enough in the midfield, I'm sure he'll spice it up some.
Absolutely.
Getting his instructions from Jack Herman.
Noble with the free kick. Nice job there by Kissinger. Unfortunately, Cruyff can't run it down. Boehner with the throw, finds Burrill. Now DePrima. Being hounded there by Kissinger. DePrima down the right side. He's into the 18. There's the cross. Slots it back to the 12. Langley with a shot. Great opportunity. Put it right at Matt Williams.
Yep. Lucky break for the Lions. We've said that the Lions need a little bit of luck. Well, that might have been it, though defensively we would have rather seen it up front, I think.
A little more pressure here now from Harrisburg City. Islanders would love to go up 2-0. Kissinger steps in, and we'll have time now for that substitution. Shintaro Harada, starter for most of the early season, has been coming off the bench here recently. And he will replace Sebastian Turriere.
That's interesting to me. Turriere's had a great game, I thought. He's covered a lot of ground, been aggressive in the challenge, but good with the ball and distribution. Didn't see him flagging, but Jack Herman's wanting to change something up here in the middle. Langley now skips past Harada, skips past Granger, tries a quick shot, cut out. Granger will carry it forward. Vickers out to the right. Ekra comes across, challenges Granger. Harada comes in, picks up the pieces, and it'll be a throw-in.
We're going to have another substitution for Harrisburg City. Jason Pelletier coming into the game for the Islanders.
Burrill, number 8.
It's like Burrill.
Number 8, Jose Burrell.
Yep, Burrill had kind of a quiet game in my mind. Haven't called his name a lot, especially going forward. So,
as opposed to 3 weeks ago when he was outstanding 3 weeks ago here.
Absolutely, definitely a thorn in our side.
Islanders on the restart. Long throw to the middle of the field. Boehner puts that one far post, but it's going to be too long there for Dershing. Goal kick, Dutch Lions. Fans, Nike is a proud sponsor of USL Pro. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information.
Our team physicians are Dr. Matt Heckler, Dr. John Murphy IV, Dr. Matt Roberts, and Dr. Jan Saunders. We would also like to thank our athletic trainer, Elisa Immerman. We truly appreciate all that you do for the Dayton Dutch Lions.
A little bit of a size mismatch there as Andrews came across on Vickers, and Vickers wasn't going to get shoved out of the way.
Yep. Throw in for the Islanders. Looks like Cox back there to take the throw for Harrisburg. That falls off of Friedman last. It's going to be Harrisburg City throw once again.
The Lions have dropped back just a little bit. I don't know if it's when Kissinger came back in defense, but before they seemed like they were only holding 2 guys back and keeping more in the midfield. Now with Kissinger back there, they've got 3 in the back. I think that's more just Eric's normal tendency in playing in that position.
Long ball forward from Harada. Felix brings that down. He'll go left side to Cruyff. Cruyff now with the service, 18. Header attempt there from Vickers. No, DeLass has it teed up again, and he mishits that. He'll be out for a goal kick for Harrisburg City.
Would love to have seen Brookhausen in the middle for that one instead of Vickers, but it's just the way it's been for the Lions.
Catch the end of that replay there as DeLass just didn't have time to settle. Took it one time. And
maybe a sign of nerves as we get towards the 80th minute that they needed to get something.
nice win there by Wyatt. And a little bit of a push there in the center of the field. DeLass goes down. It'll be a Dayton free kick. DeLass goes down again. It'll be a Dayton free kick.
Same player. Is that Pelletier?
Pretty aggressive for just off the bench. DePrima's already seen yellow as a substitute.
Well,
Third time's a charm. We'll see if they play the square ball or the ball slotted into DeLass. If he gets fouled from behind again, maybe we'll see the card.
I wonder what the instructions from the bench were. I think to get a little more physical maybe in the middle there, not get pushed around.
Perhaps. Felix applying the pressure. Another size mismatch, and Cox gives it away. Vickers with the cross, headed clear. Kissinger has it. Back to Harada. Harada to Felix with a turn. He's fouled there. And Dayton will have a restart here from an interesting spot on the field. And Andrews again, not happy. Felix kind of pushes him away there.
Interesting to see what they do from here. Harada on the field. I know he likes to take these type of free kicks.
Got about 15 players right there standing over the ball right now. Both orange and blue jerseys.
Granger's taken the last couple, but Harada I know likes to take them. He's there. Felix looks like he's interested. DeLass is there. I'm assuming DeLass will decide for them if needed. Harada looks like he's shaping up, though Felix definitely has an interest.
Oh, they're going to make Harada move that ball back. He did move it forward while the referee was setting the wall, so now we've got our 10 yards.
Well, it's worth a crack on goal. Felix maybe.
Felix with the shot. Noble with the save.
Worth the chance. Went far side, went to the goalie's right. Goalkeeper was up to it though. He's had a solid game.
You get it on frame around the wall. Not bad.
Yep.
Ball popped up in the midfield. Harada brings that down for Dayton. Over the head to Felix. Square ball goes past Walker. Harada hits that a little bit too long. Cruyff hadn't started his run yet. Fans, every USL Pro regular season and playoff game will stream live on YouTube in 2014. Features include DVR, chat, and social media interactivity. Subscribe for free to the Dayton Dutch Lions YouTube channel today. Islanders now in no hurry to get the game restarted as we are in the final 10 minutes.
Harrisburg will be happy to get out of here with the 1-0 at this point.
So we start down the home stretch of this 2014 USL Pro season. Every 3 points is a huge 3 points, especially for Harrisburg City in the thick of the playoff run at this point. That ball poked through. Williams scoops it up for Dayton. Long kick towards the left side. Boehner gets back, gets the head on it. Walker goes up over and wins that header. Double team there. Wyatt with a header. Harada hit from behind. He drops down. No call there. Dayton has the ball. Cruyff.
Well, a little bit of a dramatic fall by Harada, but I think he had a case.
Absolutely. Drop back to Wyatt. He's being dogged there by Dershing. Ball all the way back to Matt Williams. Granger. Vickers drops to Friedman. Friedman has it poked away. Late challenge there. No whistles. Referee will play the advantage. Friedman stays down. Noble will hold on to that one.
Friedman definitely felt that.
Friedman still slow to get back up.
Noble threw the ball out.
Late challenge there.
It sounds like a boy band has just entered the arena. It's actually Leo the Lion drawing
boy
the
band or
streams.
free pizza, I'm not sure which.
So it's Walker coming out for Kasitse.
Ika Kutsidze comes in. Matt Walker comes off. Substitution 85th minute. Dayton has used 4 out of their 5. Coach Jack Herman's just hoping somebody can provide some offense here as Dayton still searching for that elusive equalizer. Ball dropped back. Pelletier there. All the way back to Noble in his 18. Felix will chase. Noble will send that one towards the bench. Langley up and wins that one in front of Kissinger. Now DeLass to Cruyff. Or I'm sorry, that's Kutsidze to Cruyff. Cruyff now draws a double team. Ball sent forward by Marquez.
Looks like Harrisburg substitution coming up. Zizzi, number 6, ready to come on the field. The ball played out to the right. Vickers laying a couple of quick passes there with Friedman. Granger now back to Vickers. Harrisburg pushing the Lions back a little bit. They're trying to find space forward now with Cruyff on this near side. First time cross, easily picked out by Noble.
Ball's got to be swung out just a little bit farther inside the 6. Easy pickings for Noble. Noble will put it down, play it with the feet. Dershing and Harada. Dershing ends up winning that. Kutsidze hounding Ekra. Ekra gets it to Langley. Langley now to Pelletier, who swings it out to Cox on the left side. Nice tackle there.
Good play there, Friedman. Now Friedman coming forward. Vickers there. Run being made. And nope. Tried to play advantage.
Referee
called it
comes back and gets that call. And he's going to have a word and possibly going to go to the pocket here. And he does. Raphael Cox draws the yellow card in the 88th minute.
Is that DeShang that's coming out, I believe, for Zizzy?
Issued to number 21, Raphael Fox of Harrisburg. Also in the 88th minutes, Harrisburg substitution, number 6, Colin Zizi, in for number 16, Matt Banger.
Brock Granger to take the kick, which is interesting. I'd rather see Brock in the box challenging for it than taking the kick from that distance.
Plenty of size in the 18 for Dayton. Felix is in there. Harada with a little undercut there. No calls. Dayton still has it. Kissinger serves to the far side. Felix brings it down off the chest, turns, fires over the net.
Nice chest control. Unfortunately, the shot too high. Again, leaning back a little bit. Maybe a theme for practice this week is to get over the ball on the shots. Noble again takes his time for the kick to restart. Tends to be distracted by the ball boy.
And I think that's been enough. Noble is going to draw the yellow card. He'd been warned.
He went to take the kick and then appeared to be distracted by the ball boy behind the goal. The referee was having none of it. Jack Hermans was up on his feet talking to Kissinger. Kissinger passing a message on to Cruyff. Something going on down there.
Nasty challenge there as Granger goes in very hard. Dershing took the worst of that, and he has not gotten up yet, holding the back of his head. And slow to get up, but looks like he is going to stay on. We'll see. But Dershing took a shot there.
Yep. Definitely a hard challenge, but again, with the clock counting down, I think he made a little bit of the most of it. There will be a throw in. The ball was thrown out by Williams, so he could get looked at.
Zizi will toss it back. Williams will come out to play it for Dayton. We're in the 90th minute. I think we've got at least 2 minutes of injury time coming up. We'll find out here in a moment. DeLass to Felix. Felix being tugged on from behind. Shot deflected. Be a corner kick for Dayton.
Fourth official saying he couldn't hear something.
Couldn't understand the signal, so we're not really sure. I think it'll be at least 2 minutes.
I thought he went like that. I don't know.
There will be 3 minutes of extra
3 minutes.
We'll split the difference. We'll call it 3. Ball's last touch by Dayton. It's going to be out. It's going to be a goal kick for Harrisburg City. See if the Dutch Lions can come up with any injury time magic here as they search for the equalizer. Harrisburg City looking to get out of Dayton with another 3 points. DeLass wins the header. Zizi pops it up high. Dershing chases. Kissinger now to Granger, and Williams will look to play this one long. Not the best clearance. It goes right to Zizi. Zizi threads the ball through, but that's going to be offside called against Harrisburg City.
Confusion between the ball boys there and the Lions.
Yep. Williams sends it long. Felix gets beat to it by Marquez. Nice header there from Marquez. DePrima will send that one long.
Yeah, anywhere will do right now. Williams just bats the ball forward. Going to play it long again.
Halfway through injury time. Dayton still trying to find the equalizing goal.
Seem to remember a game at the beginning of the season at the other field there at Beaver Creek where we scored right at the end with a header. Hopefully we can get something like that again.
Vickers flagged for the offside there. Yeah, it was Joe Brookhuizen first game of the season as they got the late goal against Rochester to forge a tie.
Noble again takes his time. Lots of arm movement there, directing everybody ahead of him.
Final 60 seconds here as we are in the third minute of the allotted 3 minutes of overtime the referee Trey Gaither is going to give tonight. Dayton looking for a final push. That ball lofted long. Felix chasing. Marquez gets it. Now Kissinger tries the back heel to Kutsidze. Harrisburg City clears. Wyatt with the header. Cruyff tries to flick it on. Now DeLass will launch it. Felix tries to bring it down. Kutsidze. Kissinger. Ball locked long again. This time they're onside. That'll be Dershing. Dershing, good tackle there from Granger. But that is going to probably bleed out the rest of the time we have remaining in this one. Harrisburg City with the restart.
Didn't like the way Dershing fell then. He fell like he wanted to get that penalty call and then realized that it wasn't going to happen and just kind of played it off like nothing. But the way he went down, leg flipped behind, diving on his chest.
Referee Trey Gaither drops his whistle, picks it back up, and we are at full time. Final score tonight at Dayton Patient Center Stadium. The Harrisburg City Islanders won. The Dayton Dutch Lions nothing. Not a whole lot to talk about as far as scoring goes. Your scoring summary goes as this. 8th minute, Garrett Pettis. Goal for Harrisburg City, 1-0. That's your final. As far as yellow cards go, nothing in the first half. Second half cards, David Clemens picked one up for Dayton in the 56th minute. Tourriere, 68th minute for Descent. DePrima, tackle from behind in the 74th minute. Raphael Cox with a tactical foul in the 88th minute. And Nick Noble picked one up for delaying the restart in the 89th minute. Andy, it's a new month, a lot of new faces. Result, unfortunately for the Dayton Dutch Lions, still the same.
Yep, unfortunately it was yet another home defeat for the Lions, keeping that streak going of bad results. But on the positive side, I saw much more fluid movement in the front line, the start in the first half. I like Jack Herman's approach of let's just go after it and see what happens. More aggressive style in the midfield. I think the referee helped a little bit there, allowed the game to flow. But yeah, I liked what I saw with the Lions. I think they did as well as they possibly could. But again, unfortunately, the result not quite what we wanted.
So the Dutch Lions will hit the road now for the next 2 weekends. Next week, 2 games on the road. First Friday night at Charleston, and then Saturday night they'll follow that up at Wilmington. August 16th, Dutch Lions on the road at Richmond. They will return back here to Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium on August 23rd, where they will take on the Colorado Rapids Reserves. Nick Noble, by the way, having a conversation with referee Trey Gaither regarding that caution as now the referees will leave the field. Seemed pretty good-natured, especially since Harrisburg City comes out with the victory. For the Islanders, they will return home next week to play Orlando City. Islanders raise their record to 7-8-6 and very much in the hunt as far as playoff spots go. Dayton drops 2, had that 5-15-2 on the year, and we'll hope that they can turn things around at home and bring home a victory on August 23rd. That'll do it here from Dayton Outpatient Center Stadium. For Andy Brewer, this is Doug Palamaki. Everybody have a nice evening.
For more information, visit www.dutchlionsfc.com. Are you looking to improve your child's performance and prevent injuries and take yours or their health to the next level? Chiropractic is a safe, essential part of performing at your optimum level. At Freedom Family Chiropractic, you will receive a full evaluation addressing your spine,